You can live continuously in a fairy tale world all your life, and nobody will ever wake you up. You can stay asleep forever, and nobody will wake you up. You can dream all your life about the things you want to do, the things you want to experience, the things that you want to see all your life, and nobody's going to wake you up. There is no way around the fact that this life is so dictated off of what you are going to do. What are you going to do? I love topics like this because it really makes me think deep about my own life. And that's where a lot of my topics and ideas come from. Just me sitting back and just observing myself currently in my past life and things I've gone through and conversations that I've had with people and experiences that I've experienced. And it's therapy for me, man. It really is, man. Just to think about how so many things that I used to just dream about, a lot of those things I have. And it's not because I just kept dreaming, but because I did something about it. I did something about it. I sought after a change. I sought after a solution. And then there's things that I didn't put any action to, things that I never put my mind to in terms of trying to change or trying to fix or optimize. And it's the simplest things. These things that I think about that come to mind are so simple to fix, but it's just my mind and my brain complicates it. Like it's such a task. Like it's such an effort to do. And everything that I've learned up until this point is understanding that you can live in dreamland all your life. Most of the time, your family, your friends, people at your job, people around the world that don't know you, nobody's going to nudge you out your sleep and tell you to get up and wake up. By the time you wake up, it's been 10 years later. It's been 10 years later. You've been asleep that long. Life has just passed you by that fast. For some people, they wake up, it's 20 years later. Life is not a game. It's not a joke. And it's one of those things when you're young, this is such a precious time because you can't be young again. You can't be young again. You can't rewind the clock of time and be young again. You get one time to be young. You get only sometimes a few opportunities to change your life and change the trajectory of where your life is going. These segments in time that we get, these opportunities that come out of nowhere that can have the possibility of changing everything for the better, but we miss it. We miss it because we are over complicating every thought, every decision, every move, every chance, every risk, every choice. We overcomplicate it. And then we sit back and we feel like the world is just, we don't get any kind of luck. Nothing ever goes our way. You've had so many opportunities that have come across your desk, but you overcomplicate everything. Everything is a big task. Everything is a big challenge because your brain is making you feel like there's no way this could be that easy to do. The biggest lesson I've learned about life so far is you can't rewind the clock of time. You can't go back in time and fix things. You can't go back in time and relive things again. All you have is right now. Right at this very moment. That is all you have. And what you do today is going to determine what tomorrow is going to be. That is it. Once today is over and you wake up tomorrow, the day prior, you can't go back to and relive. It's over. It's done. It's in the history books. That next day you wake up, you have a fresh, clean slate to do the things that you know you're supposed to do. The things that you know you're supposed to do. You have the opportunities laid out in front of you every single day that you know you can attack. You know you can go out and attack those things that you have on your calendar or on your vision board. But that's when your brain starts to throw that doubt. It starts to throw that fear. It throws that laziness. It throws that I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it next week. I'll do it when things are a little better. And next week comes and nothing changes. Only thing that changed is the fact that it's next week. You didn't change. Your life didn't change. Your trajectory in your life didn't change. The only thing that changed was the next week. The date. The day. That's all that changed. If you really think about it, all you have in this life is your ability to use your brain either for your betterment or the worst case scenario, it can be the main thing that is self-destructing you. And at the end of the day, living in that dream world, escaping from the reality, the sad part is ain't nobody gonna wake you up. Ain't nobody gonna wake you up. And it's a sad truth that a lot of us have to come to terms with. We don't have a lot of time to bullshit. We don't have a lot of time to waste waiting for motivation to kick in. You got right now. This isn't no motivational video and just, oh, I'm inspired and, oh, I'm going to go ahead and do what I want to do and change my life. No, this isn't about motivation. This is about awareness. Because once you hear this, you're going to move on to another video. You're going to see something on TV, a thought about a bill you got to pay is going to pop in your head, a responsibility you got to take care of tomorrow. Your own personal insecurities are going to start bubbling up. You're going to forget all about what the fuck I just said. The whole point that I'm trying to get across to you is that regardless of whatever the fuck you do, time is going to continuously keep ticking. Regardless of what you don't do and what you do. The clock is never going to stop. Time does not give a fuck about what you don't do. Regardless of whatever you do, time is going to continuously keep ticking. So with you knowing that, what are you going to do? You can look up and it'll be 10 years later. You can look up, it'll be 20 years later. You can look up 30 years later. The whole world has changed. And you didn't do shit with your life. Now you become this grumpy person that just hates the world and don't want to live no more. But back when you was younger, you had an opportunity. You had a chance. You had a moment in time that you could have changed the trajectory of your whole entire life, your whole bloodline. But you chose to live in comfort. Ain't that a sad life? That builds a lot of regret that nobody deserves to live with. But in reality, maybe they do deserve to live with it because they had a choice to change it. They had a choice to not have to deal with that. But they decided, I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I'm going to wait until next week. Time ain't waiting for you.